Here is something most people will never understand about truck stops. A trucker does not walk to the restroom alone at 2 in the morning. He waits. He finds another driver heading the same direction, and they walk together. Not because of a rule, because of what happens at the bad stops to the guy who did not. Nobody teaches you this in CDL school. You build that instinct one bad night at a time. And tonight, we are counting down 10 of the most dangerous truck stops and rest areas in the United States. Starting from the ones that cost you your cargo, working up through the ones that cost you your sleep, and ending at the places that have cost drivers their lives. There is a road at the very top of this list, so dangerous the FBI built a special unit just to count the bodies found alongside it. Let us get into it. Number 10. Interstate 75, Lake City, Florida. Lake City is where I-75 and I-10 cross, making it a giant funnel for everything moving in and out of Florida. That volume is exactly what turns the nearby rest areas into a shopping mall for lot thieves, who can be back on the interstate and gone in 90 seconds. The multiplier here is fatigue. By the time you reach North Florida, you are a lot of hours deep. A tired driver is slower to notice the guy who has been watching him, and quicker to leave a door unlocked. Florida agencies push the same seasonal reminder every year. Do not leave anything visible. And they push it because it keeps happening. The cost at Lake City is the classic smash and grab. Your window and whatever was sitting on the passenger seat, gone while you slept 20 feet away. Number 9. Interstate 17, Cordes Junction, Arizona. I-17 climbing between Phoenix and Flagstaff is one of the busiest corridors in Arizona. But what puts this one on the list is that the danger is layered. Theft from vehicles is real, but so is the desert itself. In summer, the heat turns a simple breakdown into a medical emergency because a disabled cab, sitting in 110-degree air, becomes an oven in minutes. So the risk stacks. A stop can be a target for break-ins and a genuine health hazard in the same afternoon. The cost of I-17 is that the danger comes at you from 2 directions at once. The guy casing your truck and the environment trying to cook it. And you are supposed to figure out which one to worry about first. Number 8. Interstate 81, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. I-81 is one of the hardest working freight routes on the East Coast, and Harrisburg is a monster logistics hub. The rest stops absorb every side effect of that volume. Theft from vehicles, drug arrests, and people lingering in lots with no reason to be there. Layer on Pennsylvania's parking crisis. The state's own advisors have counted roughly 10,000 trucks a night parked on shoulders and ramps because there simply are not enough legal spots. And the corridor carries a mean streak. On I-81, a driver was charged with gunning down a fellow trucker in a road rage shooting that ran for miles before ending near an exit. The cost on I-81 is being forced to choose between an unsafe legal spot and no spot at all, every single night. Number 7. Interstate 35, south of San Antonio, Texas. South of San Antonio, I-35 handles heavy freight, cross-border movement, and a level of law enforcement attention that tells you exactly what routinely runs this corridor: smuggling and human trafficking. And this is where the danger stops being about your wallet. Truckers here are trained to watch for people casing vehicles and to watch for something darker. Anti-trafficking organizations report that a significant share of trafficking victims recovered with the help of truckers are minors. Organizations like Truckers Against Trafficking exist because rest areas and truck stops are where this crime operates in plain sight. The cost on this stretch of I-35 is not measured in stolen cargo. It is the knowledge that the quiet stop you picked might be somebody else's crime scene, and that your eyes might be the only ones that catch it. Quick stop before we get to the top 5. If this list is teaching you something, subscribe. It is free, and unlike your ELD, it will never flash red at you the exact minute you find a legal parking spot. Now let us keep going, because from here the list stops being about property. Number 6. Interstate 5, Washington State. Now we reach the places where the state itself waved the white flag. On I-5 in northern Washington, the Department of Transportation flat out closed multiple rest areas. Not for construction, not for renovation. They closed them citing an overload of trash, vandalism, and direct threats against employees. Read that again. Not inconvenience, threats against the workers. The agency's own maintenance crews now go out in pairs for safety. When the people who own and maintain a rest area decide it is too dangerous to keep open, that is not a rumor on Channel 19. That is an admission. The cost here is simple and brutal. Your safe, legal, taxpayer-funded place to sleep simply does not exist anymore. Number 5. Interstate 25, La Bajada, New Mexico. New Mexico gets its own spot for a detail that is hard to top. The vandalism and theft at state rest areas got so relentless that the Department of Transportation put armed security guards on site full-time. Not a camera, not a sign, not a phone number to call. Armed guards, specifically so they could keep the areas open for truckers who genuinely need somewhere to rest. The state has been bleeding money on it, chasing destruction it openly admits it cannot keep up with. Here is the tell for any driver. When a state has to hire men with guns to protect a bathroom, that is the state telling you in the clearest language it has what has been happening there after dark. The cost at La Bajada is whatever the guards are standing in front of. Number 4. Interstate 40, West Memphis, Arkansas. Say West Memphis to any driver with a few years on the road and watch the reaction. This is where I-40 and I-55 come together, across the river from Memphis, Tennessee. A wall of fuel and parking that on paper should be a driver's best friend and has been the opposite for 50 years. Knocks on the door all night. People working the lots after dark. A spot that has landed on personal avoid lists since the 1970s. It is not just folklore either. Security councils that track cargo theft have flagged high-risk stops in this corridor and told drivers plainly to route around them. Some guys will tell you it is calmer than it used to be. Maybe. But the cost at West Memphis is still the sleep you will not get. And hold on to this one, because the river it sits on is about to matter a whole lot more before this list is done. If you are still with me, hit that like button. The algorithm treats a like the way a broker treats a quick pay request. It pretends not to notice, then quietly pays out later. Let us finish this. Number 3. Interstate 80, Victor, Iowa. On the westbound I-80 rest area near Victor, about 40 miles west of Iowa City, a 60-year-old trucker named Ernest Cray was shot 4 times in the head inside his own cab in September of 2017. The woman convicted of killing him received a mandatory life sentence with no possibility of parole. Cray was a company driver who had been with the same outfit since 2010. He was parked off the clock, doing the most ordinary thing a driver does, sleeping where he was supposed to. That is what makes this one sit with you. Cray did nothing wrong, was not hauling anything special, was not in some notorious lot, was not taking a risk any of us would not take on an average Tuesday. He was killed in the one place the whole system tells you is safe, the designated rest area, the sanctioned spot, the responsible choice. The cost at Victor is the illusion itself, the idea that the official lot is automatically the safe lot. Sometimes the sign that says rest area is just a sign. Number 2. Interstate 24, North Nashville, Tennessee. In 2007, at a truck stop along I-24, a woman named Sarah Hulbert was found shot to death. A detective went back to that same stop, spotted a rig matching a description, and started a conversation with the driver, a long-haul trucker from Illinois named Bruce Mendenhall. There was blood in the cab. Mendenhall was tied to a string of killings of women across Tennessee, Alabama, Georgia, and Indiana. The press called him the truck stop killer, and he was not the only one. Predators who use the trucking life as cover. who pick victims at one stop, harm them down the road, and are 3 states away by the time anyone notices. Mendenhall was not a fluke, he was a type. The cost this truck stop represents is the realization that at certain stops, the danger is not circling your trailer, it is parked in the next row, idling, watching the lot, and it does not want your cargo at all. Number 1. Interstate 40, Wilmington to Barstow. The worst is not a single lot, it is the road that connects them. Interstate 40 runs from Wilmington, North Carolina to Barstow, California, through Nashville, Memphis, Little Rock, Oklahoma City, Amarillo, Albuquerque, and Flagstaff. It is the spine of American freight. It is also the single most notorious corridor in the FBI's Highway Serial Killings Initiative. In the early 2000s, a crime analyst in Oklahoma noticed a pattern: bodies of murdered women turning up along the highways. She pushed it up the chain, and by 2009, the FBI launched a dedicated initiative starting with victim clusters along the I-40 corridor. The database now holds more than 500 victims. A former FBI assistant director tied at least 850 homicides to this breed of predator. The suspects are overwhelmingly long-haul truckers. As one investigator put it, an 18-wheeler is a mobile crime scene. Grab in one jurisdiction, kill in a second, dump in a third. This is the road Robert Ben Rhodes worked, the original truck stop killer, who built a torture chamber inside his trailer. It runs through Memphis and West Memphis, the 2 stops you met at number 4. Now you understand why they both made this list. The river was never the fence. The road was the danger. And it runs coast to coast. So that is the 10. From a smash and grab in a Florida parking lot to the road the FBI built a unit around. Notice the pattern the whole list kept building. First it is your cargo, then it is your sleep, then it is your safety, and at the very top, it is your life. The drivers who stay safe out here are not lucky. They are the ones who read the lot before they read their phone, who pair up for the walk, who trust the gut feeling that says, drive another 20 miles, even when the clock says stop now. That instinct is not paranoia, it is experience. And it is the most valuable thing you will ever carry in that cab. Now it is your turn. Drop your own "do not stop" exit in the comments. The rest area you would warn a rookie about. Because somebody running behind you tonight has not learned it yet and does not have 50 years of Channel 19 to teach him. If this list earned a place in the map you carry in your head, hit subscribe. It is the only thing left in trucking that is still free. Until next time, keep the rubber side down and the shiny side up, and do not take the walk alone.